What's good? This is Greggatron. Hope everybody's doing just fine, because I sure am. Today I'm showing off Ezio Auditore da Firenze from the good Assassin's Creed 2. This was one of my favorite games when I was a teenager. And even to this day, I put it in that list of just awesome games. I was playing this stuff when I was in high school, and I was promoting it. I had t-shirts and everything. And I had a friend who was like, why you play that stuff? I was like, why don't you play it? Because it was fresh, it was new, the first one anyway, and back then a lot of people didn't know what it was. So I was a walking advertisement. Anyway, about the figure. So from here to about the bottom of the box, it's about 9 inches. The figure itself is about 7 inches long or 7 inches tall. It says Assassin's Creed 2 right there at the top. You got Ezio, Master Assassin, retractable blade. I believe this one only has one blade. And then it says AC Brotherhood, game available 11/16/2010. That's how long I've had this. I probably got this in 2009 because it says Brotherhood is almost available. Brotherhood's the sequel. I'll show you that in a minute. As far as the figure goes, I really like the paint job. Like, they really put some time into this. Everything from the red to the brown to the black to the gray/silver. Everything looks very well separated. And it just somehow all just comes together so nice. Like, no paint is bleeding in with other paint. You got the belt buckles going on. You got the hidden knives. The red belt across the torso, or the waist rather. It's just really good. This guy's face expression is spot on. Looks just like him. Like, that's clearly Ezio. That's really good. And I remember this guy was like a player. For someone who's an assassin, Ezio was a ladies' man. He was a pimp. Straight up pimp. And I remember in the game, this might have been Brotherhood actually. It might have been too. But he would actually use prostitutes to lure his enemies into this one area just so he could off them because they would drop their guard. Like, that's how much of a player he was. But I'm sure he would pay him, but still. This guy had mass appeal. You can see the hidden blade right there. That looks good. But I really like the boots. As you can see, the silver lining up and down the boots. And I like that silver lining, that design on the, I guess I call it the drapes, but he's got pant legs, but you can see, I just call them the drapes because I don't know what to call that, right? You got the gauntlet on his right arm, and it looks like looks like brass knuckles, but in case if he has to punch somebody, but that's just, part of the glove. So the right arm I don't think has a hidden blade, but still, look at the belt buckle. The buckles. Excuse me, you got the collar. Just really good paint job. Hat tip to NECA. So NECA is the same company who made my gargoyle figures recently. Now, the bottom of the case shows the production crew. That's kind of cool. It's got Ubisoft down there. Let's show you the back real quick. This is the one I have. The one that says Master Assassin. Now, the top just says Ezio Auditore da Firenze. So this is when he was starting out in the game. And I'm thinking this is towards the end of the game. You can see the difference. He's much more armored up in the one I have, opposed to when he was starting out. And I'll show you some more comparisons. It says, I will seek vengeance upon those who have betrayed my family, only to uncover a conspiracy bigger than I could have ever imagined. I am Ezio Auditore da Firenze. And then it says, the truth is written in blood. That's kind of the theme, right? Now, this mirrors this completely. And here's the game if you don't believe me. I don't know why you wouldn't believe me. As you can see, this is a direct comparison to the game. Now, in my opinion, let me move this out the way for a second. In my opinion, and this is what used to throw me off, this one looks like Brotherhood itself. If you don't know, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, that's the sequel to Assassin's Creed 2. And it was like a placeholder for Assassin's Creed 3. So this was not considered 3, right? But in my opinion, he looks a lot closer to Brotherhood than he does in 2. See the difference? But you can clearly tell it's Ezio regardless, right? So you also get Revelations. This is when he's much older. Now this doesn't really mimic this at all, but he's definitely closer to Brotherhood. That's why I wanted to show you guys these cases. Now, let me get these out the way real quick. I was doing some digging when I was working on my Halloween costume this year, and I totally forgot I had this, but look what I found. So this is the hidden blade from Brotherhood, right? It says right there, features spring loaded action. That's cool. Cool stuff. I ended up messing around with it, and freaking the spring on the inside broke. Yeah, I tried to fix it. I ended up making it worse, but I saw something interesting, right? So these are actually from the Brotherhood game, meaning it's not the one I have before you. But you can still see the similarities, right? Here, let me move it over here a little bit. But these definitely look more developed, I guess you could say. He looks older in Brotherhood because he had that beard going. And he just had different gadgets by that point. But I call them drapes. You can see they're going much lower than my figure. And then the belt in the Brotherhood toys, I think, stands out more. So back then, had I found these, I definitely would have got one. Yeah, that's the flying machine from Leonardo da Vinci. That was cool. I just thought it'd be cool if I showed you the difference. Brotherhood was good stuff. Revelations was pretty good too. But yeah, I like the paint job, the collar, the red, the brown, the silver. The best thing about this figure is probably the belt buckles. He's got so many buckles and so many hidden knives. Everything from that to the face expression, you know, the look, it's just spot on. You really, really get a feel that this is who he was. Oh yeah. What would I give it? I like his hood too. You can see some fabric going on in the good hood. I give it, even look at the inside. Look how it looks kind of like warm and soft. Like it's a jacket on the inside. That's cool too. I'm trying to give this thing a score, but I keep talking. It's got to be a 10 out of 10, simply because I don't see anything wrong with it. Like I said, I like the belts. I like the boots. The hidden blade looks just like the one I just showed you, right? I mean, it looks like real clothing. And I like the ropes that go across the torso. That's nice. Zoom out a little bit. Yep, I've been having fun with these toy reviews. And I've had this for a long time. I just never showed it off. But let me know what you think. Who was your favorite assassin? Was it this guy? Or was it Altair? Or was it Connor? Connor was from Assassin's Creed 3. And then I stopped after 3. I didn't play any of those other ones because 3 kind of ruined it for me. I liked 3 up until the ending. But what was your favorite Assassin's Creed game in general? Yeah, I'll definitely show off. Well, I guess I don't need to show off my collection. The only thing I haven't showed you is the first one, which that's on the shelf. Shout out to that game, but this was the stuff. I had a buddy, he'd come over my house just to play this game. The first one, rather. Oh, yeah. It was good stuff. But let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. Alright, it's Greggatron. Peace.